The 10th letter of the alphabet is a rare one. Only Q and Z occur less frequently in the English language. But here at the summit, it is familiar, a name with myriad meanings. Thoughtful leader, true artist, unwavering friend, soundtrack to room 201, AKA home of A Jam Attack, our closet advisement band, quiet chords that sing of peace, justice, and driving while black. Great debater, traveler, teacher, breaking through the status quo. Frank X. Walker read his poetry and called him an old soul. I'm pleased to present James Edward McLean, J.E.M., truly a gem, J.
I'm supposed to follow that, man. I guess I'll do my best. This is for my family, this is for my teachers, this is for my advisement, this is for my school. But above all, and most importantly, this is for me. I believe that there are only a few simple steps that a person must follow in order to get through the worst days, through the best weeks, and through life. They've gotten me down my life track thus far, and I know they will take me to where I need to be down the road. And those steps are just two: breathe in, breathe out, and repeat. The journey. And so I walk down this path with my head aligned to the center, looking back on all the things that have kept the journey together, like my drive on the inside that I won't hide or let subside. Because on this ride, it's keeping me going, man. And my breath keeps flowing, man. Inhale, exhale. And there ain't no slowing, man. My parents taught me to always focus and work hard. To mom and dad, I send my regards and thanks and love. Because yours is unconditional for all of my good and bad done. That's why I wake up every day and strive to be the perfect son for you. To make you be proud, make you get loud and say, look what our boy is doing. Double major business psych for those degrees that he's pursuing. We taught him well. And her eyes beam and his chest swells. The elation pride is eminent. I'm catching every detail often because they see me often, building up challenges and barriers and obstacles just so I can be aloft and knock them, break them like a real bad habit. I'm so about morality like someone ordained me an abbot, and I never try to chase two rabbits within the same field. I'm happy with my one, and I'm grateful for it, and will be still in that moment. Be still. Inhale, exhale. Some of our greatest accomplishments we don't take the time to appreciate because we're still greedy for the next ambition to satiate. And the things we've done already, their value has to depreciate. Oh, no, no, no. Not while my self-esteem's at stake. I'm not about feeding my little green monster on Tuesdays. Mom, I promise optimism will always fuel me. When the sun is out, and most definitely in the rain, because the rainbow's coming. Even after the tornadoes and hurricanes is coming. And I'll smile at the blessings I've been given and not fuss and complain and whine about the pain. I don't plan on drinking anyway, no shame. And pain's just a drive to survive, man, as well as an impetus to influence this world. To the guys and the girls, are you hearing this? Because true passion means suffering. And you have to decide if it's worth it to unearth your full potential. If that inner fire is gone, then rebirth it. I have my breath and I'll work it to ensure that I never drown under the current. Inhale, exhale. Life's as simple as that. What good comes with it, know that you deserve it and own it. Do something when it needs to be done. Of that, I'm the biggest proponent. And when you do that something, do it right. Take pride in your work and make sure that you've shown it. Because every one of your shown opponents is given components that condone the dethroning and stoning of lone individual self-images. Others' confidence is no game. But some will go and treat it like scrimmages. I know high school is a place where you start to stop being sheltered. But man, that still ain't no excuse to run your mouth without a filter. So let's drop the aggression, fellas. And ladies, cut out the drama. And this is of high importance, like it's coming from President Obama. Shout out goes to D&I. We working with vigor to fight injustice. Now, if only we could get to a place where it don't feel like it's just us. Race, gender, sexual conflicts arise from everywhere conceivable, but I still refuse to believe that mankind is innately evil. I won't. But there's plenty out there who've been subject to the belittling, and their temper and depression has grown. The words people say have become so cruel, like they Nero, just steady fiddling. And this issue cannot be left alone. Not when they feel so alone. Not when I felt so alone. The ones that take all the teasing, yeah, I was one of them. To kids that ain't like me, try to seem pleasing, yeah, I was one of them. Washing away hot tears with cold drops from the sink. I stinging with discontentment and no chance to blink. If my esteem was the Titanic, then yeah, it started to sink. Not everyone is as lucky to see their mom as a shrink, but still went opposite Grinch. Heart size began to shrink. Head filled with voices of hatred so that you can't even think. You're just too black for whites and too white for blacks. You worthless piece of nothing, you'll never pick up the slack, and you don't deserve her back, and you earn that whip on your back. And that precious hope you're holding, I'm starting to see it crack. Like someone ain't properly feased the skating rink. I hear the fractures and the surface is pushed to the brink. I'm giving in, I'm going down, I think. Maybe the cold feels good, I think. But then I remember the warmth, like Andrew predicted a heat wave. Hand over my heart for my assassin's life to save. I thank you, man. Willie N, G, and J Schro for helping de-ice my car, the same side on which my door and hair both share the same scar. Steven, Ty, Dylan, and Peter for always making me contemplate on any given topic, from cool discussions to heated debates. Alex Ross, the unsung hero of Arts Forum to date. Rachel for the confidence to give this talk in its current state. Chandler just complained that his Jordans came in late. I thank y'all, as well as the BY gents that I bonded with this past fall. And the Autobots too, we let that formation day high fall. But I still rock this wristband whenever I go ball. And I'm still sporting these crosses as I'm walking down these halls. But you know I'd rather be running. A shout out to the track team, our potential level is stunning. Mr. Smith is at the helm, and on our course he's got a handle. But I've been not ever here talking that program getting canceled. A fellow captain put it best as to why the track team's a treasure. Other sports complain about running, but they punishment is our pleasure. Mr. Smith, I appreciate the lessons that you've taught me. And to the team, we're fighting to take the MVCs. But I also got a team in AJJA, Triple M, ATACC, a jam attack, so much closer than any advisement could be, or would be. I'm sorry, y'all. Because Mrs. Brandon's in the center, our mom away from mom, home away from home, always keeping us together, saying that she's so proud of us. What you're meaning to the kiddies is what we need to discuss, Mama B. As well as how Dr. Law, Mr. Wiesner, Miss G, Miss Farrell, and Mrs. Merrill have made me complete. I'm talking mind, art, future, music, and spirituality, respectively, and simultaneously academically. It's because of these people and more that I can express who I want to be fully. So to Jesse, L.A. Laney, and all of my newest brothers, may we always stick together, not bicker with one another. I'd rather us finish each other's sentences like we sidekick. And I hope I'm no longer seen as just Jesse's sidekick. And I hope you never feel like you're ever less than enough, Trey. Oh, I gotta say that again. And I hope you never feel like you're ever less than enough, Trey. Selling yourself so short reminds me of the old man. And just so you know, it really is just the letter J. But when Vaughn gets here, y'all better not try to make him J. Especially since I'm not too far off from an Urkel. I'm lucky enough I can still be a square in my circle. I'm the kind of guy who would still give his X's an O for all the things that they've taught me and how they've helped me to grow. And even when awkward glances can mask and distort things, I still remember all the small things. And I still care, they know. I'm not who I am without all the people in this room. It truly takes a village, and I know where I've come from, even though I'm leaving soon. And as for where I'm going, Dayton flyer atmospheric. If you with me, then you soaring. If you hating, you should fear it. Because I ain't never seen a person clip the wings of a risen phoenix. Especially not after its journey has been so painfully scenic. Ooh, the contrast. But despite the hardship, my true power, you know you ain't close to seeing it. No, My journey's not yet permitted it. And that venture is an undertaking we'll all make as our own, but don't ever start to think that you walk down that road alone. I put my hand in the air as I'm distributing this blessing, and I'd ask that you all do the same. If you felt that you've been stressing about grades, about love, about sports, about food, if you ever gave your parents a misplaced bit of attitude, and if you've ever felt consumed by the burden of the load, I promise to pick you up and push you further down this road. My loved ones, they did it for me, and I'm sold. And I feel 10 pounds lighter, man. I let my apprehensions go, and I let the light warm up my heart and emanate from in my soul. My name, my life is mine to guard. My brightest smile, my shadow tears, my darkness cools my temper down, clears my head and veils my fears. Our unity has inspired me, and I hope to empower you to embrace your gifts and to love yourself and to show the world what you can do. Your balance is your purpose, and only you get to determine when you find your sanctuary and your mind belongs to you again. Your mind belongs to you again. And as I walk down this path, seeing stars conform to alignment, I turn my head to look behind at the darkness, and I'm reminded of how I thought I was alone in the hopeless midst of the dusk. But all along, I realized that all I had to do was trust that morning stars would rise again out of the bleakest strains of night. And they did. And all around me, stars appeared, and they let me rekindle my life. And it's keeping me going, man. And there ain't no slowing, man. And my breath keeps flowing, man. Inhale, exhale. Breathe in, breathe out, repeat.